What up, what up, what up? What's up, Laker fans? What up, everybody? Hopefully y'all having a wonderful and, of course, blessed Monday. It is your co-host, Warr's World, a.k.a. Brandon Warren. With me to the left is Mr. Tillman. Give it up for Mr. Tillman, y'all.
That's that clap sound. What's up, people?
What's up, Cap? What's up, MH? What up, everybody? What is up, Twitch? What is up, Facebook? What is up, YouTube? Hopefully, like I said, y'all having a wonderful, wonderful day. The Lakers fans are back. We are back. That is absolutely correct.
We stay in the
back.
news.
Yes. We are never gone. We are never gone. Time to troll these Laker goons. Knicks fans, stand up. Yep. Show out. Show out. What up, Mikey? What up, Mikey? But we are going to have a fantastic show today. Well, I don't know why my mic cannot stand up right now, but we are going to have a fantastic show today. I understand that we were gone for, what was it, a week?
Yeah.
Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
You know, we got to take time to talk to our families and enjoy our small talk with them. Hopefully y'all did the same.
I hope so. Ate. Well, I didn't do that. I mean, I stayed with just me and my family at home, man.
And y'all ate good? Ate well?
Oh, I did. Hey, man, I made some great homemade burgers with some
homemade burgers.
Hell yeah.
Oops.
Hey.
Hold on 1 second.
Hey, we out here.
Get some background music.
Got hip hop.
Read my bar, please. Steven, read the bar one more time because he was hyped up about it.
Hold on, let me see. Let me zoom in on this. You got a beat for it? No, I'm not rapping this. Magic Johnson made the Lakers franchise unresponsive. Yellow and purple fans hold no caution. They got many options. Need more players like No, we don't need more players like Damian Johnson. But Tillman and Taco worth watching. That's the best lineup of the game.
I was out of MH, all of his.
This is the best one.
Yeah, I would say that was probably the best one.
You've had some C minuses over there.
Yeah, man, keep dropping them. You never know. You never know who might be watching. So all of a sudden,
I said, "Hey, Wood, yeah, he was playing some beats from Nipsey over here."
Hey, man, who wouldn't play?
Grinding out my life. No, that was more like a.
No, that was Nipsey. It's Hustle in the House.
Hustle in the House. I don't know why I said grinding out my life.
That's a good song.
It is, but I don't know why I didn't think about it.
Wow.
That's
but,
right, Woods.
What up, y'all? Again, hopefully y'all having a fantastic day. With lots to talk about in Laker Nation. And to start off today, we're really going to talk about what we should do with the 4th overall pick. There's been a lot of back and forth rumors of, keeping the pick, trading the pick. We've touched base here and there, especially the last show. We talked about, what we should do. But now we've had some time to think. We had the emotion get out. Now,
right.
It's not just, we got the 4th pick overall. No, we have to seriously think about this, think this logically. Even if our front office is not going to do it, we'll do it for him.
Right.
So, Mr. Tillman.
Yes.
What are we going to do with that 4th overall pick?
I more than likely believe we are going to keep this pick.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
There are
literally only 2 teams worth trading that pick for that we would get that is worth the value or contract, that we would take on that would benefit our team. Those 2 teams happen to be, to me, the Washington Wizards and, of course, the New Orleans Pelicans.
Okay.
Because obviously the 80 thing is worth a shot to see if it comes around. But I do believe, contract or not, Bill is worth that pick in a player.
Oh, so you're saying we're drafting 4?
Yeah, only 2 teams I believe that our pick is even having. I mean, unless some random team, everyone else I don't see it that has talent that's not already in the playoffs or has a superstar. Mm-hmm. The Wizards and the Pelicans are the only people I believe worth any form of trade that is going to make our team better where our youth is going. Especially if you're going to trade some youth. Those are the only 2 teams. If not, I expect us to keep it.
Okay.
Yeah. My opinion has changed, but that's another. We'll save that for another time.
Before I even elaborate on what Steven says, what up, Jay Woods? What up, Leo? What's up, Delano? What's up, everybody? What's up?
Yes.
Even Sniper's in here. What? Sniper's made an appearance. What? Yes, he's in here.
Cap, clutch burgers. That's what we call them, bro. Yes.
But like Steve said, I do think exploring these or actually having options is going to be a good thing for the Lakers. It just depends on what route the front office wants to go.
Yeah.
We need to come up with a decision on which direction we want to go. You teeter-tottered last season with, we're going to keep the young guys. Oh, no, we're going to trade for AD. And it caused a lot of flux for
Magic.
fans,
Just
for
Magic.
the players, for everybody,
Just Magic. Magic caused that chaos, bro. Yeah. I just don't believe anyone else would have done what he done the way he did.
That's true. That's very true.
That's just my opinion.
But yeah, like I am for either route. I just want to know. I just wish I knew the direction of the front office in terms of which route they're going to take. Because
based
only
on
two.
the trades that I've seen Rob Pelinka pull off, I think he will do trades that makes the most sense. But I actually believe he believes in our youth compared to the way Magic. I actually believe he believes in our youth.
You talk about
but
Rob.
I also think he believes. I think everyone there currently believes in our youth, and I believe the 80 thing was full of Magic. It wouldn't surprise me if Rich Paul was like, "Hey, Magic, I'm about to go blast this out. You do what you got to do to go get 80." To me, it just feels right for the simple fact of everything that Magic let him do. That kind of conversation could have happened. I think our snitch GM is pretty good at
our snitch.
I'm sorry, lying GM. We already had a snitch.
I think he's lying. Yeah. Which we will get into. We will talk about Rob briefly.
I had to throw that out there. Hey, man, it's my team, but I can talk about my team. But, yeah, I think keeping it has a lot more value unless you're trading him for an all-star type player. So
True. Okay. So now I see. Let me get to chat right quick because y'all going ham right now. Really appreciate it, too. We're making homemade burgers. We calling them clutch burgers.
Yeah.
Trade the pick and Lonzo Ball for the third and a rental car. Damn, you disrespectful.
That was MH, huh?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I ain't got to read who it was.
Trade to Boston, please, and thank you. Lance Stevenson wins Shaqtin' the Fool for MVP. I'm sorry, but I think LeBron... Delano said, I'm sorry, but I think LeBron doesn't need an all-star power forward. He seems to have a negative impact on their stats and status. You're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
It takes him a minute to figure it out. It's like as if Braun is able to marginalize bigs.
At this stage, though, I don't know. Maybe. We'll see.
Keep the fourth pick, sign Jimmy, and pray the claw comes. I don't know if having both of them.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I don't. Yeah, not that I don't see it. I just don't know how that fits.
I don't see it. We need some shooting.
Well, yeah.
Both of them all to me are equal.
In terms of shooting.
Yes.
They're more scorers than actual shooters. Real question is, what kind of stale bread? What kind of stale bread you having on those burgers?
I ain't no stale bread. I got some good Smart and Final hamburger buns.
Wait, Smart and Final?
Yeah, went over there. Got some buns over there. Put it on the grill.
That tells me everything I need to know. But I'm going to give you a scenario. Say we do keep... So the direction is we're going to continue to build assets. Yes. We're going to draft a player. Okay.
Hey, tell me what y'all think that sounded like when he just said that. Cap. Okay. Okay.
We're going to continue to bring in prospects.
Yep.
Okay. I can't with this, man. I can't. Ladies and gentlemen, my co-host.
Hey, man, right? My hearing ain't that
great. So we're gonna keep the draft pick, and we're
okay. I'm done.
And so we're gonna draft a young player.
Yes.
There's 4 names that have really been popping up. More so 3.
Yeah.
I think me as a Laker dreamer, as a Laker fan. I would like to say 4.
Okay.
But we're going to stick with 3. And those 3 have been DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, and I had the names right here. Now I can't remember. Darius Garland's one of them too. He's that 4th one I'm dreaming of. And then Culver.
Okay.
So those are the 4 that have been slated to be equal fit, equal opportunity for the Lakers.
Yes.
Out of those 4, who do you think is, the most reasonable? Because obviously, DeAndre Hunter is going to be our next workout. We just had Culver come in, and people are really excited about him because he's super athletic. I don't know if you've seen that photo.
I've seen a lot of him.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen
So, what are your thoughts on terms of if we decided to go in that route?
Well, I guess the question would be, are you taking the most talented, or are you taking fit? Are you know what I mean? Like, because I think everyone with their opinion about them, some are known for individual things. Some of them at this particular moment are complete players in the sense of all around.
Yeah.
Some are specialists. I am currently biased. I've seen enough of DeAndre Hunter that I don't think anything they'll, like, my personal opinion, like any new footage would change my mind about him. Garland, he's the pick that's like, oh, something happened, but it's like he's that fourth pick where I'm not really interested in as much as the other two, which is Cam. I'm biased. I'm a big fan. Cam
Reddish fan. And we both are.
But Jared has grown on me just from me watching him, but he's the best shooter of them. But his body, his frame is what makes me like him more, because he's not a skinny dude who's got to grow up. To me, at this current rate, he's not far from the NBA body compared to the other one. Maybe DeAndre Hunter's in there, but he's got the framework. I don't know if you've seen the video of his bounce.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah.
As a shooter.
By the way, this photo, I wish I had it. It's on Twitter. Let me see if I can find it. But go on, continue.
Yeah, but him as a shooter, I am torn between the two. If you listen to social media, those who watch, they'd be like, well, Cam's later. But for me personally, it is between those two guys. Cam, because I know what he's capable of defensively. I also thought where he played, he didn't have many times where he can catch rhythm, but he also was when he can shoot. So to me, he reminds me, I don't know if you guys watched, him now, but Booker, when he played amongst them team with all those dudes who were beasts, Karl Anthony Towns, etc. But I knew I knew he was cast. He just didn't have the ball enough to be consistent. And I think Cam is that dude. If consistent enough, he will splash.
But we've also, not trying to jump off the bias train. And don't worry, Chad. I see y'all going in. But Cam did not play well when there was two ball-dominant players on this team.
Yes, that is true.
Our team is full of ball-dominant players. We got LeBron. We have B.I. that needs the ball in order to score.
Right.
When Kuzma, when he's in the zone, he's a ball-dominant player.
Yes.
Only other person that probably isn't ball-dominant is JaVale McGee, if we decide to bring him back, and Lonzo Ball. So can Cam find a way to find a niche, be able to get some minutes in, if we were decided to draft
That's
him?
what makes me skeptical about this team. The one dude who I believe can and fit anywhere on any team is Jared. Okay. I think he can fit on any team in terms of but his prospect of going up and down, when you compare him to talent, just raw talent all the way around, pros and cons depending on who you look at. But I like Culver. I think he's nice. I think just from framework, if you up front, whatever he does after, I'm like, dang, I thought if he becomes that kind of dude, but right now from what I'm seeing, he's got bounce. You can't teach that kind of bounce. He can shoot the ball consistently. He probably can get a lot better on defense, but his framework, it ain't like when Lonzo came in, he had to gain like 80 pounds. This kid don't have to gain that much weight to compete. Get a little stronger, but
in terms of between the Culver versus Hunter, I was definitely one of those people that was saying Culver, just because of what I've seen in the national title game and the Final Four. I've seen what Culver was capable.
Right.
But Pete, Lakers Film Room, you guys should go check him out. Yeah. He just came out with a scouting video on Hunter. And Hunter is one of those dudes where what he's going to bring.
Yes.
In terms of the defensive side, but he's going to be a project on the offensive side.
Yeah.
Now name a couple of players that you know that were like that in the draft and then turned out to be some studs.
In this past draft?
Or not in this past draft. I'm just talking the last decade.
Dudes who can defend and all of a sudden become good at offense?
I can tell you 3 off the bat.
Kawhi was one. Well, I'm digging. Kawhi was one. No, Clay was known as a shooter. Who's in this recent draft? I don't know. Who's the other two?
Paul George and Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy
for sure. Jimmy Butler was I think he had more potential. That's why he got drafted higher than his teammate Jay Crowder. I thought Jay Crowder was better on Marquette than Jimmy Butler was that year.
Yeah.
But those are the 3 players instantly came to my mind that fit that description of defensive player first.
Yeah.
And then they had to be they were a project essentially on
Westbrook
the offensive side.
Westbrook was kind of a
Westbrook
might not be the shooter, but he became more of a scorer over time.
Yeah.
Just turbo.
Westbrook was more so of just a freak of nature, necessarily than
true.
a defensive, specialist. So, with that said, Hunter I think would be a better fit in terms of development because when you have a young guy that's just told, all right, all you have to do, all we need from you is to hit some shots in the corner, develop your game slowly. We have somebody that's can take the ball away from you. Yeah. That way you can develop slowly but surely. Yeah. Instead of like, all right, we need you to be a 20-point scorer like your first year, get it together. Like how everybody's been impatient. I understand that's not what the Lakers want because we need shooting. We do need shooting.
But then you think about everyone we've drafted, we throw them in the fire, and it's like you hit or miss. And fortunately for most of them, all we need is consistency. But you got to be able to, hoop,
right?
Or
right.
We're booing you.
Okay. All right, Chad. I see y'all. If RJ fell to you guys, I'm gonna be pissed. You should. If you're really about this process, you trade Braun for more. Ooh, Lord.
Is it really a fall if RJ goes down? One spot.
True. Lakers could draft another Coleman draft Kobe White. No. You got to go fit screens, Bol or Culver. Nope. I'm not doing that. Passable Christian can develop into a solid defender. Kawhi, okay. Jimmy got clamps. Jimmy, back in his heyday and when he was...
That was a question mark?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lord.
I understand that he gets a bad rep for being this quote-unquote bad teammate, but Jimmy, ask Cap.
I would never
ask Edgar Allan
his
Pro.
Defense, I would never ever question that. Period.
His effort in general.
He can miss 80 shots. I'm keeping him on the floor because he clamping.
Yeah.
Or causing problems. I say that.
Yeah, and Hunter is one of those dudes that's athletic. He's much stronger than Culver is right now, but he's again one of those people that you just don't need to per se focus on his his offensive game. It'll come slowly but surely. And if we develop players like we've been developing, where all of a sudden they go out to somewhere else and they just blossom,
right?
Hunter could be possibly one of those, steals in the draft. With that said,
if it's a lottery pick, it's not really a steal. I feel like after 14 is a lottery. It's a steal.
It's a steal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Kawhi was, I think, drafted 16. Like whoever in front of him, like that's a steal to me. So, but that's the point of being a lottery pick. You expect them to be.
Well, how about this? Because your boy was drafted at what, 14?
Yes.
Devin Booker. So is that a steal? Could that be equated as a steal?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think 14. Anybody outside of like if 10 is, I know what is it, like the lottery is top 10 or somewhere around there.
It's lottery's top 14.
14.
Yeah.
See, I think anything outside is, I guess, how many drafts are really? Okay, 14 is like you're the last person to take the best person available. So to me, it's still a steal, in my opinion.
Okay.
Because
fair enough.
Like this draft is like 1, 2, 3 expected, but I think things change when you start to see other players more and more.
Yeah.
Zion's the for sure. I think where Memphis is, Ja's the for sure. But like if it was another team, I don't know that Ja would be the number 2 overall pick. Maybe the Suns if they were there, but like not every team would go ham at that particular
like
spot.
New York. I know New York, Chicago. Who was that? The Suns.
Yeah.
All those teams, I know that they would be more than willing or need a point guard.
Yes.
So it's tough to say.
Yes.
With that said, we did touch base a little bit on Cam. Cam has been rising into draft boards as of late, the last couple of workouts. And, even CK2K is a big candidate, not candidate, but like a big stand for Cam Reddish. And you said you'd be more than willing to draft him. I am not opposed to not drafting him. My biggest fear about Cam is that motor, and is he going to be okay with playing off the ball? I said this earlier, but those are two big issues that clearly was evident in the last season. Now, I don't know if Mike Krzyzewski was running any kind of offense or was just like, all right, bully ball it is. We're going to play straight AAU basketball. But why is Cam getting the recognition now as opposed to during the season?
That's because you don't have Zion there no more. You don't have RJ next to him. You get to see his talent, his work ethic by itself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I watched him play high school his senior year. I mean, over whether it's watching his stats or watching a lot of highlights, but I was a big fan from what I've seen. And like I said, I mean, we didn't have a podcast when Devin Booker was in there, but I remember he got drafted and they go streaky shooter, and I was like, he's a scorer. Just give him a chance, and he's proven that so far and made him got that contract. I believe Cam is just that. We'll remember Cam in this draft, but for the right reasons. I think we'll remember Cam for the right reasons.
Okay.
With the amount of new coaches in the league, I think what we see from a lot of these rookies now, I'd actually like to give a lot of credit to most of the coaches in the league because they're coming in and having impacts right away. You know, the Shamits of the world, when Donovan was drafted, Tatum, yes, it is credit to these players, but the coaches have done a great job at maximizing the potential of all of them. Trae Young, Luka.
Absolutely.
And I think this generation of basketball, those who are talented are being maximized, but are playing too. And even on the Warriors team, Jordan Bell started playing right away. McKinney, many don't know, but they're playing. But I have to give credit to a lot of the coaching in the NBA this year, even though a lot of youth. But so I think Cam will do very, very well wherever he goes. But I think everyone's seeing him up front.
Yeah.
That boy can shoot.
Yeah.
He can shoot. I do agree with you off ball, but I don't think it's hard to play off ball when you just finished the whole season with Zion and RJ.
You're saying take that as a learning lesson.
Yeah, I don't think it's that hard.
Okay.
Plus, you played in a scheme where it wasn't X's and O's of putting you in spots. It was kind of get out of the way of Zion and just be ready to shoot. So.
All great points. All great points. John Morant is definitely a number 2 if it wasn't for Zion. If the Suns or Bulls were 2, Ja would be gone. Shocker, I've been saying Cam would be a top 5 even after a bad season. Cam Reddish has motor issues and not a huge problem for me. I totally read that wrong. Cam Reddish has motor issues, and that's a huge problem for me. Again, he has
what issues?
Motor issues. People have to tell him to go. It's like that Russell Westbrook problem. You don't have to tell him to go. You have to tell him to ease up. And he never.
But I still put that into system. Then I think he has a motor.
Okay.
In high school, I never worried about that. That's why he went there.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a problem. I think when you don't feel connected to the basketball, of course you question these things. I mean, go back and see when Devin Booker was drafted.
Mm-hmm.
All the negatives, like, man, I remember Jay Bayless probably the only one who was a big Booker fan, but it was all, he can't do this, he didn't do much of this, et cetera, et cetera. That happens when you play with a Zion Williams. And at the time, RJ was the number one projected player who come in the draft. So you're playing with those two guys who are automatically in the top three.
Mm-hmm.
And you're the third guy in a 1-year system that isn't really other than just give buckets.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Yeah.
And I get this. The motor thing, I think, is more motivation than motor. Like, does he have the engine? Because he's a hooper.
Funny that you brought that up. Delano also asked, why hasn't Cam's work ethic evident during the tenure with Zion and RJ alongside him? That's time to show more tenacity.
I don't believe that. If I was playing with two other great players and I thought I was great, but we know it's going to be featured pretty much between one or two guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right, think about that Kentucky team with Karl Anthony Towns.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't talk. 3 of those players are in the NBA.
Yep.
That ball.
No.
But we were only talking about one.
Yeah.
And Booker is making the same money as him, but at that time he was not thought about. He was coming off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't play a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And now in the NBA, he is carrying a team.
Yeah.
Literally, when they don't play, they're losing by 60. Like, he keeps, like, that's my opinion about Cam, that I just believe. And you can say, well, when he gets to the NBA, he's playing with nothing but talent. But he's also playing in a system where everyone knows their roles. They didn't know that there. They're just trying to get in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
RJ was trying so hard that when Zion was gone for those minutes, he was trying too hard.
Yep.
And it kind of hurt him.
The first game worked out for him.
Yes.
And then I think it was the second and third game, or his numbers dramatically slipped down.
He was trying too hard.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think different scenarios are different things. Like, some people are different. Like, Ja Morant happens to be a point guard, so he can put him anywhere and he'll ball out. But he's used to having the ball in his hands, and so I'd like to see imagine he was playing on that same team with RJ and Zion and see if you get the same job. Like, sometimes it may be different of scheme, but I think when Cam gets to an NBA team, he'll know his role and he'll prove the more he can do, and I think he'll be consistent.
Absolutely.
That's my opinion, Delano.
But with that said, we're going to segue from if we decided to keep the pick, we're going to talk about if we decide to do some trades. As you guys can see on some of the thumbnails, some of the favorite trade scenarios have been for Bradley Beal to sign DeMarcus Cousins this offseason, to trade for Anthony Davis, and, of course, to try and bring in somebody big like Kawhi Leonard, which is having a stellar postseason. Steven, out of all those scenarios that I just listed off, let me be more descriptive. The trade scenarios. What are something, if we strike out on everybody, are you taking a Anthony Davis or are you taking the Bradley Beal? This is an actual legitimate question because one trade you don't have to give up the farm, another trade you do.
Yeah.
So which one are you doing?
I'm doing the one I ain't got to give up the farm.
So you're trading for Bradley Beal?
Yeah. If I'm striking out, you get a player in this pick and maybe one more, I'm cool with that. If I get to keep 2 of my young core with LeBron James and the piece we're adding, I'm cool with that.
Now, it's been heavily rumored that it would be Lonzo Ball and pick a player.
I think Rob's a little smart, so I'm going to go Josh Hart.
Josh Hart?
I'm not going to go Brandon Ingram or Kuzma. Okay. Sorry, you missed me on that one. But would I do it?
Would you do it?
Yes. And I love Lonzo. But I'm going to do it because the best player in the game who didn't make it this year is on my team. And I'm going to take that chance. I like Bill enough that I'm going to cry if we had to. But right now, to me, it's about LeBron James. And I'm sorry. Every time he gets what he wants, he's in the finals. I don't care where it is. That resume is enough for me that it'd be one of them. And I do it. And that is saying we don't get Kyrie or none of them, and we had to make a trade.
Like, literally, you strike out on no Jimmy, no DeMarcus Cousins, no. Yeah.
I would
Kyrie,
scream, take B.I. and Kuzma, take. That would just It would hurt my feelings. I think Lonzo is that good, but LeBron makes that change. Legit, if there's no LeBron, I ain't trading my youth for nobody. I'm delete all that. I delete all of it. Yeah. But for the sake that what we're saying to compete, what we're trying to do. But I just think any trade, I don't think LeBron's going to let Lonzo go. That's just my personal opinion.
Because they've been hanging out a lot this offseason, during the season. So
the only two I've seen LeBron close with is Kuzma and Lonzo off the court. Yeah. Legit, all they do, and I don't care if they sucking up, whatever, do what you got to do to be on this team. After you said that, I called big pause. I don't care if they are spending a lot of time with them. You do what you have to do to stay on this team. Because everyone knows when LeBron don't want you, you gone.
Yeah.
So
ask Deion Waiters.
For the sake of trading for that team, Lonzo's the one guy who cannot go for Anthony or them when you're talking about trading multiple players on this squad. Because what Lonzo has shown me enough is not worth their contract moving forward. And I think Delano made a good point earlier when he plays with forwards. It's not the greatest thing. Now, compared to all the forwards he's played, Kevin Love can put the ball on the floor like Anthony Davis can. So,
Chris Bosh could, though.
Yeah, but Dwayne Wade was on that team.
That's true.
I think if it was LeBron and Bosh, he'd be a different person, but Dwayne Wade was on that team. That's just my opinion, but
okay.
I think an AD with just LeBron and whatever's left, different story. But like the whole get Kyrie and trade for Anthony Davis, that's a good 2K team, in my opinion.
Delano was chiming in. He says the only trade options utilizing the fourth pick would be to obtain Bradley Beal. Cap said, "Don't take the dry ham sandwich." And Delano continued saying, "Especially since Bradley Beal addresses a need as opposed to a want. I wouldn't want Lonzo if I'm Washington. Already overpaying John Wall. Brandon Ingram would fit around."
Yeah, I agree with that.
DC.
Brandon Ingram seems to be the most, you're not trading John Wall. So might as well go do that.
Yeah, but John Wall also is injury prone, and somebody's gonna be a buyer and be like, "Oh, John Wall, we can take him in, we can resurrect
But even
his career."
so, with that team, assuming you trade Beal, Brandon Ingram fits in the wing area with who can still have the ball. If you're trying to play with what they're trying to play, I don't know what they're trying to do over there, but healthy Brandon Ingram is the most valuable for what you could do all around with the fourth pick. So
it's true. Very true.
I'm just not trading Lonzo. I
don't want to either. I wouldn't want to,
because I know whoever gets him, they're gonna be like, "I can't believe I traded this Lonzo." Like, I want to hear every hater when they get him is gonna be like, "Yeah, we got Lonzo."
CK2K is in the building. Washington doesn't deserve Lonzo. You damn right they don't. Neither do you guys. But anyways, the other trade scenario that we are going to talk about, if this is still a possibility, is of course the man that's stuck in New Orleans and seemed to not be able to get out, is Anthony Davis.
Yeah, that's tough.
Steven, we tried to give up the farm.
Yes.
To literally get this man.
Magic was like, "You can I can't." We're moving on. Yeah. We tried to give up the farm.
What was it about Magic, huh? You had something to say.
I don't care how everybody. He's Magic, man. I'm called like it is. I'm glad he gone. That won't change. He's still gonna be Magic Irvin Johnson, but I'm sorry. I'm glad he's gone.
But like you were saying, Magic was trying to trade the whole team literally for one player, pulling a Carmelo Anthony trade for the Lakers, and the narrative seems to switch. Well, I mean, there's several narratives. There seems to be a narrative that Anthony Davis wants to go out, Anthony Davis wants to stay. He's going to see how things go. If it doesn't work out, he wants to trade, so on and so forth. As a Laker, are you throwing that same trade where you're throwing in Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, Josh Hart, Ivica Zubac, and draft considerations just for that player? Are you throwing that trade again, or are we renegotiating?
We can renegotiate, but that's not happening again. Sorry.
Okay. So if you have to renegotiate, you would have to bring in a third team.
Yes, that, and you're getting two of these players. I give you picks, But that's about it. You get 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I already know you got the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
Nah, sorry. You're not getting the. Like, back that time, I get it.
Yeah.
And I would have taken it.
Yeah.
If I was the Pelicans for sure. But, no. I'm not doing that again. We're not reliving that again. Because I refuse to watch the New Orleans Pelicans with Zion, Lonzo, Josh Hart, Kuzma.
That 4th pick.
And Brandon Ingram and the 4th pick. No, not doing it. I'm not watching them. 3 years from now, that's man, no. Sorry. I would. Ooh, David Griffin would be the greatest GM. He would surpass Jerry West if he would pull that off. That's how I feel about. Yes, that's how I feel about getting all of our youth. The Zion Williams, yes.
Fair enough. I agree completely. I don't think we're gonna now that Rob literally has the office to himself. I don't think he's going to try and swindle this trade. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
I mean, we can tell a few lies in there. We might be able to
Man, these lies. He's got social media on his ass like nothing.
I can sit you at the dinner table with a president from 3 years ago.
Yeah, Barack Obama. You know, the current president of the United States.
You, bro.
Yeah. No, I definitely think we have to reconsider.
Yeah.
David Griffin has talked so much, and you can find the clips on the internet. He's talked so much about Brandon Ingram, so highly about B.I. I've been a stand for B.I. since day one, since we brought him in. Steven has flip-flopped on me. I finally got him on my side.
I've joined the team.
But it'd be very tough. It's very tough for any of these young players besides Kuzma. I seem to be the only one that's more so okay with trading Kuzma.
You are the only one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm
man.
in the major.
You just don't trade
minority.
buckets, man. You just don't be selling buckets. I'm sorry.
I mean,
I've watched my team not be able to get buckets for the past 6 years. We have one. Keep them. I'm sorry. Keep them. Keep them. From jump.
To each his own.
He only fell off this year, one, because it was 10 things he was trying to do at one time instead of just focusing on 1 or 2. That's why he fell off his slump.
Is he going to get any better?
Oh, yeah.
It's the same issue that we have with Jordan Clarkson.
Hey, man, I thought, second round pick, you pull it off, man. Hey, you got your second contract. To me, you've done enough. So it's a little different, but I do believe Kuzma can get better and different. But to me, I think he should be an okay defender and become a juggernaut on offense. Like, I get what Luke was trying to do. Some dudes you can't just make them into Tony Allen. Like, teach them to stay in front, slide. You know what I mean? Like, this is where I probably would defer from Luke. Like, okay, Luke, he's not this guy who clamping. Like, you know what I mean? Just teaching him slide, do some shell defense where you see where he gonna be at. But man, let that man go get buckets. You know what I mean? Like, Steph Curry ain't no clamper, but he play enough to
be
help
respectable.
defense, respectable. Yeah. Like, they didn't put him on ISO. He may get stripped a few times, but everybody know, hey, put him on me. We got to accept that. Yeah. When they say Kuzma put him on him, we accept that. Be like, guess what? But he about to drop 30. So don't put too much pressure on him. That's too much. Especially on a team with LeBron. Like, come on, man. Let Lonzo guard everybody. He can guard everybody. Let that man pick up everybody, and we'll be all right.
Chris said, I dare the Lakers to send the trade again with the 4th pick. No. I don't know. Like,
I'm not listening to you, Chris. I'm putting my head down just so I don't want you to see my face because I ain't listening to you.
Cap said, Jeannie and Rob about to resend the trade.
They're going to be like, hey, you get my text, bro? Griffin, you see that?
I still remember that tweet that Chris sent to me. He tagged me in it. It was I wish I could find it. I would have to dig through the archives of Twitter. It was basically, I think it was either to Kawhi. Yeah, it was about Kawhi. Like, there's this like stripper dancing, and then this dude just sitting there like this. And it's like, and that's Kawhi Leonard going like this, like, and it's Jeannie dancing, trying to convince him to come on. like it was hilarious. It was hilarious, and I feel like it'll be the same kind of scenario just to New Orleans to try and swing to get.
I have
Anthony
a question.
Davis. What?
When you're talking about Kawhi, since they're both in the finals, KD and Kawhi,
Mm-hmm.
who is still the first domino that changes the guard of the NBA? Like, is it Kawhi moving, making his decision, or Kevin Durant?
Well, I think it's Kevin Durant just because there'll be what is the word that everybody wants? It's a word that's used in the NFL a lot. Parity.
Okay.
If KD moves to the East Coast, there's parity in NBA.
All right.
Allegedly. So I definitely still think it's KD just because he's on a juggernaut team.
Okay.
If he moves, then it's fine. Now, if Kawhi moves back west, what we got? Giannis, that's it? And Victor Oladipo when he's healthy?
I mean, the Sixers.
And Joel, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so disrespectful. I apologize. Joel, too.
Yeah.
What, the West, you got maybe...
Well, we don't know if Kyrie's shifting, so it's still... But maybe...
I'm talking about megastars.
Oh, okay.
So you got your KD, LeBron, Giannis, Kawhi, Steph. I'll throw in Joel.
Yeah, Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
it's him, and then Kawhi, and then everything else is kind of like, okay, now we see where. Okay.
yeah.
Even if they win it, if Kawhi wins it, still it doesn't matter.
I don't. We really don't know what Kawhi wants to do.
Because most people assume Kevin Durant's going to New York. So if when he go, is it really a shock?
Yeah.
Okay.
I still think it'll be a shock, just because you're leaving. You just won another championship.
But see, yeah, that's true. If they lose,
if they win, yeah. But you're leaving a championship caliber team. Again.
Yeah.
In a sense, so I don't know.
I actually believe that KD to New York Knicks. I don't know what else would go. I'm not gonna put much on the Kyrie thing, but I actually believe if he left, it would be for New York.
Oh yeah.
Just for the sake that one, he's already got his ring.
Which New York?
I don't think Brooklyn's ever.
Oh yeah.
Unless Jay-Z's.
I had to scare Chris.
I don't. That's D'Angelo's town, man. To me, they're like the Clippers.
Oh.
There's whatever. I'm sorry. I don't care how good Brooklyn or Clippers get. I'm always. New York has been trash for a long time, and still hold weight bigger than Brooklyn. You know what I mean? So, KD will go there. I believe he'll go there just because. Bro, I've won.
Yeah.
Who want to come with me? Whatever, I'll do my thing over here.
The Braun approach.
Giannis
basically.
is the only thing I have to get through, bro. Come on. Like, that's how I think he would feel about going. It makes you believe. Forget any rumor in the world. I just believe that happens.
It's true. It's true. Chris was talking about, when we were talking about Jeannie and Rob, he said use every car salesman talk-ups.
What they be saying?
Nah, you out here selling doo-doo. I get it. Talking about Cap.
Oh.
Let's see. It'll be KD because people. Okay, all right. This is a family-friendly stream. I'm not going to repeat everything you say, Cap. I think if Claw wins the title, it gives him more reason to leave. Why, Cap?
Kawhi gonna do whatever he wants.
Yeah, exactly.
He's Cap. He's the only superstar. I legit believe he's going to. Man, he could end up in Phoenix and just be like, "This is where I want to play." Like I just believe he will go wherever he wants to go, and we'll be like, "That's Kawhi." Now they're gonna win. Like I just believe that about that dude. Like he's from Chino. Like
I hate
he's
that
not.
You said Phoenix.
Oh, I'm just saying, like. I'd choose somebody trash. Like, you just go somewhere and literally be like, this is where I want to play. My daddy was like, hey, man, we're going there. I just don't think he's into anything other than just playing back. Just think in the Raptors. He's like, he says all the right PR things. I love the fans. Like, I just think anywhere he goes, he's going to say that and be like, well, I just want to win. I want to play here. Like, I believe where he goes is going to be more about, like, everybody say LeBron came to LA because family. I just think Kawhi is going to go, where can I be cool? Mm-hmm. I already got drafted to this team, so I played here. They traded me. I'm going to accept this. But where do I want to go? I don't think he's a person you can, like, I don't think he's Paul George where you get influenced. Mm-hmm. Plus, there's nobody on that team that could be like, hey, bro, you should come play with me. Like, no.
Leo, he meant to say Riverside. I knew what he was trying to say.
Yeah, I meant to say Riverside, not Chino.
Yeah. I have to agree with that.
I just don't.
It'd be great if Kawhi decides to become a Laker.
There would be no leak about where he's going. We're just going to find out.
Yeah. On July 4th.
Legit,
watch.
We just going to find out. The only person I think who would have a chance, and that's a stretch, is Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith will know where all the dudes that, like, he won't care what KD going. He'll say what he's hearing, but he'll be like, Kawhi going to such and such. Like,
I would trust Chris Carter with Kawhi in particular more so.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So it's going to be somebody like him.
Kawhi Leonard, I'm a very good friend with him.
Yeah,
you know how he says that about everybody.
It's going to be somebody out of the NFL. Like, it's going to be like Pete Carroll. Like, man, me and Kawhi's dad, but like, whoever knows Kawhi's people, like, shout out to them because I legit. You can't tell me anything about, like, KD. He gonna snitch on himself before it get out. Like,
on a burner account.
Yeah, he likes that. Yeah. Clearly, he likes that because he likes to just want people to know. I've heard rumors about him already looking for a home out there. Like, to me, that's believable.
Well,
just because KD just seemed careless about that kind of. He like,
yeah.
He wants the LeBron effect. You remember when we first heard LeBron had U-Hauls in front of his house? Like, I really believe he wants to feel that thing with LeBron. Okay. Like what he got.
Whoa.
I want him to feel. He wants to feel the way LeBron felt when he was a free agent. Like, I'm the man. And the sad part is, he won't even get it.
We're
gonna spend more time talking about what the Warriors would do without him.
Okay.
And then eventually, if somebody come over, build him. But I think he's gonna wear a sign and be like New York and be like, hey, so I've decided to take my talent. We like, bro, we see it. Who wants that?
Yeah.
Kyrie is kind of similar to Kawhi. I don't know where he's going to go either, just because.
Because he flip-flopping a lot.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think he learned, like, I probably shouldn't do that. But LeBron set a trend for most of everyone except for guys like Kawhi. Kevin Durant, that we ain't going to know, bro. We're going to hear every rumor, you know. Like the whole, if you pay Jimmy a lot of money, he'll go to the Lakers. If you pay anybody a lot of money, they coming somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, if we can match, if every team could match every player, we all could do it. Like, if we can match Kemba's money, of course.
True. That's very true. Cap said, I think Claw will leave Toronto if he wins a ring because he'd be like, I came here to win. I did it. Now going somewhere else to win.
I think wherever Kawhi goes, he's going to win.
Cap, if you know what goes on in Claw's head,
yes,
you shouldn't be talking to us right now. Okay,
he's a hooper.
You should be in Vegas.
Yeah,
talking about give me what are the odds of him going such and such. Okay, I'm putting my money there. Okay,
Kawhi to me is much more similar to LeBron James. Legit, I believe they all the same. Now, KD and Kyrie, to me, that makes sense in New York because they're the same person. I think I just read Chris say they both.
Chris said they're both emotional.
Absolutely, I think whatever it feels in the moment. Like KD, like, man, I'm gonna stay here, and then somebody gonna be like, remember when Draymond called you back up? Me like, I'm out. Like, I just think they emotional like that. I just think they are emotional like that. Same reason he wanted to get traded. But Kawhi, legit, bro. Like, if he had a Rich Paul, we'd be like, bro, we don't know what he's doing. Like Anthony Davis. Everybody talking about maybe David Griffin. Bro, do you know LeBron James and Rich Paul in his ear?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. All he's doing is learning the clutch sports way right now.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what he want to do either.
Very true. Very true. Let's see. Oh, we could touch base on Rob Pelinka right quick. So, last week.
No, 3 weeks ago. If you're using the same source.
Rob Pelinka had an interesting story when The Rock decided to come to the Lakers practice facility, and it was an interesting story. Okay.
What is it now?
Rob Pelinka was telling a story. You know, he likes to go on these rants about Shakespeare, and you know, when I was reading this book, he likes doing that.
Right.
And his example was using the Joker from Heath Ledger, and saying that Kobe Bryant had a dinner with him after he just saw The Dark Knight Rises, or The Dark Knight, just The Dark Knight, right? That was just The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he didn't know, but Heath Ledger died 6 months before that movie came out. Sadly, died to drug overdose, and I don't know where the story comes from. Why is he telling that? I don't know if it's another client. Did Kobe Bryant see this movie early? There's a lot of context that just has not been filled out. All right, and they had this man on video just bullface lying in front of the Rock.
It's bad because obviously he died. Clearly, he died before the movie, right? And it's like, he's like, how did you really think no one was gonna figure that out? I want you to lie again and say I meant Christian Bale. Like, I want you to lie and say I meant dude who played Bane. Like, that's what I want you to lie and say.
I got the video right here, y'all. It's a juicy one, let me tell you. What the hell? Why did it skip? There we go. Hopefully y'all can hear. I'll turn up the volume just for y'all. And he had just seen The Dark Knight. Obviously, you guys saw that movie. And he's like, hey, hook me up with dinner with Heath Ledger because he got so locked into that role. I want to know how he
poor The Rock.
went
He's like,
there.
what the
And so he had dinner with Heath, and he talked about how he locks in for a role, and Kobe used some of that in his game against the Knicks in terms of mental preparation. And so I know for you, that The Rock is literally me right now. Okay, he's just like, right, okay.
He looked like he wanted
he's
rock
like,
bottom that fool.
give him the people's elbow or something, right? And it was just like, what was the need? What was the thought process?
He thought about. I'm waiting for like somebody to interview The Rock and be like, "What was you thinking when you heard this a couple years ago?"
Yeah, like was he? I know he was trying to be professional because I'm sure he saw cameras in there. He just didn't want to be, embarrass the Lakers GM.
He got the. I know you lying now. Like what in the? Oh, we're gonna keep going with the story. You do know I'm an actor, right? Like what the, like to me. Man, he had to be drunk or something. So I really forget if there was no drama with the Lakers and this story came out. I need to know why you made this. Not every story you tell, I'm gonna be really listening to see how much in this story you lying.
Yes.
Because you ain't even lying in front of your friends. Mm-hmm. You lying in front of other people, all who know all about social media. Like,
Cameron said, Dwayne, no, he lying. The Rock looks like three dudes stuffed into one shirt. Facts. All right, let me show you. Look at this. God, why does it keep doing that? Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Look at him. Ripped. Ridiculous. You won the gym, okay? Quit. The Rock for the Lakers for the new owner. I don't know about that. I don't know.
Magic getting in there before anybody else.
Magic, Kobe, someone else before him.
Woods. He should have did it like he used to do Kurt Angle. Legit. The players would have been like, yes.
Yeah.
That's terrible, man. That's a terrible lie. And him fumbling is like he made that up on the spot. He didn't even think about that before.
The Rock is 5 Stephen Tillmans combined.
I think that's a compliment. 5 of me,
But all right, y'all. This is coming towards the end of our show. We really appreciate y'all coming out. Listen to, us talk about our Lakers, our Laker woes, and all our issues out here in La La Land. But Steven, you got anything to tell the people before we're out of here?
No, I look forward to next week. Those, please subscribe and continue to subscribe and tell people to subscribe so we don't have to keep sending people links. Mikey. No, but subscribe, like, share. Please put it out there. It's gonna get cracking the more summer league draft.
Yep.
Oh, we gotta mention that. Those who are in here who don't know, we're doing a draft special combining Tillman and Warren with Coast to Coast, along with some other people. While we talk about the draft, with the first round, I believe, just the first round, right?
Believe it's just the first round.
Just first round, but it's gonna be fun. Gonna be live emotions all the way around on what's happening. So it's gonna be fun.
Every week we're growing. I noticed we got close to 20 people all at once. So I appreciate you guys. Make sure, like Steven said, make sure y'all telling your family, friends, your mamas, your uncles, everybody. Okay. We're trying to grow. We're gonna grow, and we appreciate you guys' intake, your comments, everything. The love, support is a lot. So till next week, y'all.
The best part of the show.
We gonna bounce out of here, and you're gonna hear from me on Sunday. You're gonna see us next Monday.
Yes, sir.
Peace.